Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Cafe Con Dulce. Today, it's freaking alcohol con dulce. Just kidding. Just kidding. How is my relationship with my mom? What would you change in your life if you had a chance? And what advice would you give the kids that are dealing with bullying? Ooh, that's a really good question. All of these actually questions. So my relationship with my mom is great. My mom now at this point in life we're friends, and I've always felt like my mom has been my friend, but there's also that very thin line about, not crossing it because she's still my mother and she was still raising us at that point. But it's always been great. She's always been the type of person that I can go to, and that's why I'm like this now as a mom, that I can go to with anything that I had going on. If I did something wrong, if when I lost my virginity, everything like that, like I was able to talk to my mom. And sometimes I wouldn't be able to tell her directly in that moment because I was still like, oh, is my mom going to get mad at me? Or how is she going to react? Are they going to be disappointed that I did this? But afterwards, I always felt comfortable enough to talk to her and tell her everything that was going on. Till this day, I call my mom if I'm just like stressed out about anything in life, and I could just talk to her and she'll make me feel better. So she's always been a huge support system. Like, she's such a great woman. She's such a hardworking person, and she's so motivated. By the way, guys, my mom has a YouTube channel, and I will link it down below. It would mean the world to me, to her, if you guys would support her. And she puts in a lot of work in her videos. She focuses a lot on DIYs, like super cute DIYs. She does home recipes for natural skin because she's all about being healthy and making your own cremas and your own drinks to like eliminate fat, or if you're bloated. My mom is that type of person because she doesn't like to take medicine or pills or anything like man-made. So she focuses a lot on that, guys. And one of her videos has like 1.8 million views. Like my mom, me and Wendy are like, my mom has a video with 1.8 million views, and she has other ones that have a lot of views. So she is putting in the work, and she is so dedicated about that. So yeah, even like for Mother's Day, I want to know what you guys did with your mom for Mother's Day. Like, how did you show her your appreciation? I didn't see my mom for Mother's Day. So when I got back, which was like almost like a week later, we were able to go out. And at first I was like, well, what am I going to give my mom? Or, what can I buy her? But I couldn't think of anything to buy her because my mom is actually kind of hard to shop for, because I don't know, she just seems hard to shop for. But what ended up happening was that I just called my mom and Wendy, and I told them to come over, and they came over so we can go shopping and eat lunch, get our nails done. And we ended up just going shopping at Target because I needed a few things. And then I saw like that they had all of these cute outfits, and my mom has always been wanting me to like style her. So I picked out some really cute outfits, a lot of the stuff from the Who What Wear collection. So classy, so trendy, so fashionable, and perfect for a woman her age. Then we got our nails done, and we all were just getting our nails done. My mom loves getting foot massages, so she got a foot massage, and she was just like in heaven. And afterwards, she told me in the car that God surprises you in the most unexpected ways, because she wasn't expecting to come to my house and spend some time with me and go shopping, get her nails done. And then I called her, and they came over, and we ended up having such a great day. And she told me that el día que ya no esté, quiero que sepas que tú hiciste sentir a tu mamá muy, muy bien. Y te quiero mucho. Y yeah. Yeah. I was trying to say how my mom said it, but she was basically just telling me, thank you so much for taking me out and making me feel good. And I want you to know, that when I'm gone, that you made your mom feel great. And that meant a lot to me, to be able to make my mom feel like that. And she was just like having such a great day. So she was so happy. And yeah, I just really appreciate my mom. I do. You know what I always do that my mom tells me that she appreciates a lot? So maybe if you don't do this with your mom, maybe she will like this. Just really try telling her how much you love her all the time, and hugging her and saying thank you after everything she does for you. Because my mom likes to come over and clean my house. Like, she loves doing that, but she says, in her house it's not like a pleasure, but here she loves coming over and helping me out with anything. So I always say thank you, like thank you, Mom, thank you, because I really mean it. Like, thank you so much for doing this. You didn't have to wash the dishes. You didn't have to do this or that. And she always tells me that she appreciates when I say thank you. So maybe if you don't say thank you to your mom, try saying thank you for everything that she does for you and noticing the things that she does for you. Because sometimes, you know, we take our mom for granted and we don't tell her how much we love her. You think she's always going to be there because you live with her and she annoys you and she's always telling you the right stuff that you don't want to hear. So think about it in a different way. Just think about how blessed you are to have your mom. And I know it's especially like this when we're growing up and we're dealing with our own things, because I wasn't like that when I was growing up as a teenager, or up until I left to the army. I didn't appreciate them because my parents were always there, you know? I love them. I've always loved them, but I never was sitting back and thinking as a young girl, I really appreciate everything that my mom does, you know? So now that I'm older, I feel so grateful, and I have so much gratitude towards my parents for doing everything that they did for us, you know? Now, any advice that I would give to the kids that are dealing with bullying, I don't feel like I am the correct person to ask this. My little sister Wendy, she was bullied her whole life in school, so she was being bullied, and it really affected her a lot. And some of you guys maybe one of the mean people that go to her channel and say really mean things are here, and I just want you to know, there must be something wrong with you if making other people feel bad makes you feel great. How do you get pleasure out of making other people feel bad? I get it. It's the internet. You just judge others because you're just judging others, but you're talking to other humans. So someone asked me, how come I don't do makeup tutorials anymore, and do I plan on being on YouTube for another purpose? Okay, so listen, I still love makeup. I still love glam. I still love getting dressed and, you know, buying outfits and doing all those girly things. Like, I still love doing that. That's a big part of me. But now, that is not my life purpose. My life purpose is not to do the things that I was doing 7 years ago, because people change and evolve and you become interested in different things, you know? So I still, like, there's a look that I want to do actually for you guys that I'm actually really happy with when it comes to doing it. But I don't sit anymore behind a desk and figure out what makeup tutorials to do. I don't do that anymore because that's not where the passion lies. The passion lies for me to share with you guys the things that I'm obsessed with, the makeup that I'm obsessed with, or clothes or things like that. But I'm not here to teach you, like, I don't want to be here like this, because there's other people who are so passionate about it, and I am not trying to keep up with other people. I'm trying to do my own thing and stay in my own lane. So I'm not going to be here and trying to compete for me to be like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Only competition you should ever have, and I hope we hear this all the time, is with you and trying to be a better person. So for me, the reason I do like the videos that I do is because those are the things that I'm interested in. And some people might not be interested in watching my channel anymore, but that's okay, because I don't have any fear of the future, in a sense that I don't even know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. Yes, I do plan for my future when it comes to being a responsible adult, but I'm not sitting here and being afraid and really contemplating my life in a very negative way, because I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. So all I'm going to do is continue to use my platform for what I initially started it, and it was just connecting with people and sharing my story. And I truly believe that there is so much power in being able to share your past life experiences and things that you have learned. And that is actually where my life is right now, and what I want to do and what I want to share. I want to write another book, which is something that I definitely want to do. And I want my book to be published in Spanish also. So now, as an older adult, there's things that I know that I want, that I know that I can accomplish, because there's nothing in this world that we cannot do if we work hard, if we have our mind set to it, if we are focused. And it's absolutely something that I want to do, because I can tell you right now that I am not passionate about trying to knock out 10 makeup tutorials and just make it a makeup tutorial thing. YouTube is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be something that you don't enjoy doing. That is the beauty of this platform, is that you're able to do what you love for a living and be your own boss. And why would I want to be doing something that I'm not happy doing anymore? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not that I'm quitting YouTube, it's that I am shifting my focus and my direction to different things that I see have been fulfilling. So every video that I do is fulfilling, and I am happy to do it. Any video, any collaboration, anybody that I partner up with, you guys have to know that I am 100% on board and happy and satisfied with what I put out. So I hope it comes through, and I hope you guys still enjoy it. De todas tus hermanas, ¿con cuál te llevas mejor? Of all of my sisters, which one do I get along with the best? It has to be Wendy. Wendy right now is my sister of choice. Just kidding. No, no, Wendy and I are like this, like that. She's my best friend, ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde, Sonny and Cher, Will Smith and Jada. Just kidding. Yeah, we're really, really close. And I think it's because she just gets me. She doesn't judge me. I can tell her absolutely anything, and she has the best advice in the world. I really do feel like since she was a little girl, she's always been beyond her years, always. And I think it's because of the way, like, her childhood and how she grew up, because, you know, I left the Army at 18 and she was like 10 or something. She was like really young, and you know, me leaving to the military was really hard on my family, and Wendy kind of had to raise herself for a few years in the early years of when she was a little girl. Plus she's been, you know, bullied her whole life, so she's been through a lot. So I think that has a lot to do with the way that she sees the world, and she'll come up with like the best quotes, and I'm like, Wendy, did you get this from the internet? I love that quote. It's so deep and it makes sense. It's like I never saw life like that. She always makes me see life. I'm like, oh, like, she opens up my eyes to so many things, and she's my little sister. She's 22. So yeah, she's such a great person. And honestly, if you have Wendy in your life, you're so lucky. And there's so many people out there, you know who you are, who take her for granted and don't appreciate her and try to make her feel bad and take advantage of her big heart, because her heart is like this big, guys. So yeah, we're really close, and I can call her and we can talk and just, you know, just talk, and she gets me. She knows my voice. If I'm having a bad day and I call her, she's like, what's wrong? And I hope, and she does tell me that I make her feel really good and that I motivate her. So I get along with her the best, in a sense that I just talk to her the most and we're really close. But my sister Yvette, she and I were really close because we shared a room growing up, and she's always looked up to me. So we were close back in the day, and now she's a mom. She has 2 kids. She's working all the time, and, you know, Wendy is single. I feel like I can just call Wendy and she can come over right away. But with my other sister, she's married, so I can just be like, can you come over? But she's an awesome sister too. She's a caregiver for people who are transitioning and who have like dementia and Alzheimer's, and she gets so close to her old people. That's what she calls them, my old people. She takes care of her people, and she's lost a few of the people that she takes care of, and she was really close to them. So she deals with death a lot. She's like constantly like losing people that she's close to, and she becomes friends. So, and she's amazing at her job. Like, some people, like, that is her life purpose, is that she's so passionate about it. She works really hard. She loves what she does. And yeah, so I'm really proud of her. And my older sister, Cynthia, she's the leader of the pack. She's she's very intelligent. Like, in her mind, everything makes sense. She has a very strong character, and she will call you out. Like, you cannot walk over her or anything like that. And she has a really strong personality, and I have a strong personality because of my Napoleon complex. So in that sense, right? Because I'm not like rah, you know. So me and Cynthia, we kind of butt heads a lot, and yeah, so we're cool, you know, but we argue sometimes. And with my other sisters, I feel like it's more fun. And with her, it's like I can joke with her. Yeah, that's just the way that she is. Anybody out there graduating right now, high school, college, congratulations. That is amazing. If you can and you want to go to school and get a degree, in something that you're passionate about, I highly recommend that. Don't think, okay, because I'm going back to school. That is something I want to do. I want to go back to school because I have a dream school. UCLA or UCSB are my two dream schools that I wish I've always wanted to attend since I was in high school, but life took me to another course. But sometimes some people think that you don't need an education because we have YouTube and you can just start making a lot of money and this and that. But let me tell you, anybody can start a YouTube channel, but you have to be an intelligent person that knows how to run a business, because this is a business, guys. I would highly advise for you guys, if you can and you're graduating high school, continue going to school, continue pursuing a career in education. It's not about getting a diploma, even though that does set you apart from other people who are interviewing for the same job. It's like, okay, what did you go to school for, and what are your credentials, and what have you achieved? So that has a lot to do with it. But it's also just getting an education and being an intelligent, well-versed individual, trying to be the best you that you can possibly be. And that's why I see education as something that I want to do now, because I did the Army thing and then I did the YouTube thing, and I'm just like, what? This is something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go to school, and I think it would be such a great opportunity for me to get an education in the field that I'm interested in. There's a few things that I'm interested in, guys. So I want to maybe major in a field that I can help my community, the Hispanic community, specifically immigrants, and just educating myself more as to how I can help my community. That's a really high interest. And I'm also really interested in psychology. And I say that because I love to talk about life experiences, and I would love to learn more about how to help someone out there in a more professional way, because people come and they ask me for advice, and I want to have a different point of view. Maybe I know there's so many things that I still need to learn about helping people, and I feel like educating myself in that sense would be so great for continuing to do the things that I want to do. And yeah, so those are things that I want to do. Those are some of my current goals. So we will see how that goes out, but that's what I want to do. And it's like, I want to do it. And you know what? I'm going to make time for it. People out there already know what they want to do. And if you don't, that's okay too, okay? Because you're going to figure out as you go, as you try new things, you're testing out different areas, and you're like, no, I don't really like doing this. I like this. Ooh, I enjoy doing this. But you got to live life. You got to actively be doing stuff, because if not, the inspiration is never going to hit you if you're just like not doing anything proactively, So yeah, that's my advice if you are unsure of what to do. So the last thing that I want to leave you guys with is something that I learned from the book On Fire by John O'Leary that I talked about in my book haul. I finished reading the book and it was great. Like, I highly recommend it for you guys. And one of the things that made me like an aha moment, like Oprah likes to call it, I now, because sometimes I used to dread doing certain things, that I had to do. And he made me see that I shouldn't be dreading anything that I have to do. I should be saying, I get to do this. Like, instead of being like, ugh, I gotta make dinner. No. Okay. It's more like, I get to make dinner. I get to make dinner for my family. I get to make dinner because I'm alive. I get to make dinner because there's food that I bought and we're gonna have a delicious meal. I get to do it definitely is the statement that makes me see everything that I do in a much more positive way. And that just kind of goes along with the questions that I was being asked about being positive. It's just having an attitude. It's all in your mental attitude, instead of being like, ugh, I gotta pay my bills. Ugh, I gotta go to school. I gotta wake up. I gotta go work out, which I sometimes still say. But then I have to be like, no, like, I get to do this. I get to do this. Especially when it comes to doing big things like the public speaking events that I had. I didn't want to be dreading the day. I wanted to be excited because I get to do this. I get to get on a stage. I get to talk to people. I get to do this. So just say that anytime that you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to do anything. Why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. And life sucks. I think that's really going to help the way that you see things. So if you have a public speaking class, or like if you have an oral presentation at school, be like, oh, I get to do this. I get to learn how to better myself in public speaking. I get to talk to my classmates. I get to show them how it's done. I get to show myself what I've learned and how to present better. I get to grow. I get to do this. I'm alive. I actually get to go to class and do a presentation. It's just like, I get to do this. So that's like gonna be the title of this video. I get to do this. I get to do this. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day, and I will talk to you guys in my next episode of Cafe Con Dulce. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for leaving a comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next episode of Cafe Con Dulce.